Hi everyone, good morning, good evening, anywhere you are now. Okay, I invite you to subscribe so you get notified when I go live, and I invite you to join the streaming by commenting and asking any question about the software or any solutions that you want so we can practically explore TreeShade and try out. So in this session we will talk about creating a dynamic list of designs that you can expand by adding new design, removing, duplicating, reordering. So let's start. But let's say a quick introduction. Here we are talking about software called TreeShade. You can install totally free from Adobe Exchange website, write exchange.adobe.com, and if you don't know the installing URL, go to this website exchange.adobe.com and search in Creative Cloud page for the software name. It's an extension for Adobe Creative Cloud, especially Adobe InDesign, in addition to Illustrator and Photoshop for updating links and creating mockups. In addition to that, the software is an extension for Adobe Bridge as a startup script for file management and content management, in addition to auto-generating with Adobe InDesign. So you can send dynamic online form to your collaborators, customers, marketing team, anyone responsible about the content, so they can fill dynamic forms online to auto-generate new design depending on local server on your computer using Adobe InDesign itself by opening the files, updating the content, closing the files automatically without any manual editing. But you can open the documents later to edit the designs. So you have both manual and automatic at the same time. After this introduction, let's start. Here inside workshop, after installing TreeShade and determining the root folder, you will have this folder, workshop. If you click here, you will go to this folder, put your project here and edit them. And let's create, we have folder here, test, in my computer only. for testing, and let's create a new test. Its name test E. Let's open. Okay, now to create list of designs, at first let's create online form by selecting from TreeShade menu in Adobe Bridge, new, then online, to create online form. Click OK. Now if you double click here, the online form will be opened. Of course, to do that, you need to set up the local server. You need to run a file. You will find in the root folder. Execute this file as a Node.js local server and use any tunneling service to connect online. Here I have this service ngrok, and I connected to this domain. Okay, after that you need to open the domain at least once. So you can do that here by double clicking on the online text file to open the online form. Okay, now we have empty online form on the left. Of course, this URL is not supposed to be edited in your computer. You need to send the URL, copy the URL and send by email, by WhatsApp to your collaborators, your customers, marketing team, so they can fill the content and update the design remotely through the software, Adobe Creative Cloud software in your computer. Okay, to create list, let's create text file. Also from TreeShade menu, a new. By the way, this menu installed with the software, so the same files here. These actually files, not commands, but reflected as commands. So you can quickly create copies in the current folder. Here we have text. Let's name list or designs or any name you want. List. And let's create a folder have the same name. Okay. Now inside list, let's create the original design, the first design that you want to repeat. So let's create text file again, a new text, and let's name ID capital letters, 1 2 3 4 5 digits. Then write square brackets and write a placeholder text that you can change. Let's name label. Okay. Now let's create folder, capital letters ID, have the same ID. So from 1 to 5. Okay. Now here the first design, the original design folder. So let's open and let's create online form again. So you will have separated page for the design and main page for the list. So TreeShade, new online again, and click OK. Now let's create any field. Let's say you have a product design. So let's create text file. Let's name content. And also let's create folder called content. These actually because they have the same name, the folder and the file, TreeShade make connection, so the file paired to the folder and the folder paired to the file. The file used for rendering the content, but we will do that later. Now inside content, let's add inside the folder content, let's add the product field as separated text files. So from TreeShade, new text, let's say product name. Again, a new text. Let's say price. And let's add from TreeShade menu a new photo, a placeholder for the product photo. Okay. Now let's refresh the online form and see what we have. So we have list, and here the first product. If we click this number, we will open the page. See, the product page will be opened, and here we have the content. We have photo, price, and a product name. Let's add in design document. So outside content, because if you remember, inside the product folder that have this ID, we created folder for the content field. So let's go back here. Beside the online TS key, and let's create a new InDesign document, Creative Cloud InDesign. Let's name layout, or any name you want. Oh, sorry. If you want to ask any question, don't hesitate to ask in the chat. Now what we want to do, we want to check in the document, because to get the preview for the document here, you need to export PDF and image for the page. So you have a preview here. You can do that by two ways. You can update the form itself, and that will trigger any design document exist here to be updated. or you can right click on the document and select check-in from here. Let's do the form submitting. Let's put Adobe InDesign on the right with Adobe Bridge. So we have on the right Adobe Bridge and Adobe InDesign, and we put the form on the left, so you know what will going on here now. Let's click update. Now the form will send request to your local server in your computer, and that local server will interact with Adobe InDesign to open the document, update the content, export the PDF, and close the document if it was already closed. So now the document opened, exported, and closed. And within 1 minute, a preview here. But the document is empty because we hadn't connected the content to the document itself. So let's now connect the document. Okay. Now let's put Adobe InDesign on the left again. And Adobe Bridge on the right. When a PDF, when a document checked in, TreeShade automatically reveal the PDF file. So you need to go back to Workshop, here in version PDF. So we need to go to Workshop, editing location, and here let's open the document. Where is the document? Here, layout. Okay, now let's go inside the content folder. We have the product photo, and we have 3 separated text files, 2 now, product name and the price. Let's place these text files as live snippets. So let's open text frame, and let's create paragraph style, a new paragraph style. Let's name product name. And let's create another style. Let's name price. Now, while the text cursor here, right click on the text file and select place in InDesign. And because TreeShade installed and run, instead of placing the text file directly, TreeShade created live snippet for the text to connect the text file dynamically with the content. Let's now format the style, product name. So apply product name on the text, and its format. Let's make bigger. Control Alt Shift R to redefine. This is the product name. And by the way, the live snippet marked by non-printing anchor text frame at the beginning. This non-printing anchor text frame only for you as graphic designer to know the location of the snippet, and you can redefine it. Redefine the style if you want to be bigger, because TreeShade created style automatically. Here at the beginning, to mark the live snippet at the beginning, and at the end you have special character and nested style here. Okay, now let's go to a new line and let's place price text file. So right click, place in InDesign. Now this the price, and now let's redefine. Let's apply the style price. Let's make bigger. Let's change the content. If you double click the text file, TreeShade will open this window to edit quickly. So let's write the price 90. Now you can insert the cursor inside the snippet and select from live snippets, update selected. Okay, so now let's format. Let's make the digits Arabic. Redefine. Okay. So we have now product name, price, and photo, and all connected to the content, and the same content revealed on the online form, so the end user can update remotely. In addition to that, something important you need to do, you need to select the photo, and from TreeShade menu, select set dynamic link on selected, and just click OK. Leave the same dynamic link. This is important, so if the end user upload photo with different extension, or if the design reproduced in a new folder, the document will relink to the relative photo inside the new folder. So just click OK, and let's save the document, and click yes for the question do you want to check in, and wait for the PDF to be revealed here in Adobe Bridge. Okay, now that means the process done, and always don't forget to go back to workshop, because this is the editing location, and all these locations for output. So now we have uh, we have completed. We have now design, and below the design we have the content, the photo, the price, and a product name. Let's try to upload a new content. Update. It's updated automatically. Now the document will not be closed because it was already opened, only checked in. And during that there is a counter in the online form. Okay, now we have a new design generated remotely through the form. All these talking about the list, how we create the list. Now if we go back to the original form, we will have list. This is for the first product. Now if we click plus here, you can upload content for new product. And again for new product, its name here chair, and here let's upload new photo. We have the same name here, plant, in the product name text file, and on the label. The label help the graphic designer browse the folders because we have text file beside the folder. You will see that in practical. So now we have, let's put in design on the right again. So now if we click update Adobe InDesign document will generate two design. So let's click update. Now InDesign will receive two commands to update two products. There is a bug here in duplicating because we changed the label. Let's try again and update. Now a new produced product will have this color pink to mark that it's new. If you refresh the online form after a few minutes and the color changed, then the product produced. So now you can open. Let's open the three. Okay, now we have three products, all managed by this list. You can duplicate, you can remove, and you can reorder. Okay, that's it. So install TreeShade, it's totally free. It has many features, not only what I showed you in this session. It's relating for exporting PDF, for managing content and assets, and for hosting websites, for content management system for the website, and for automation and workflow, and all that free. It has about 40,000 lines of code. I have 10 years of developing. And you can install from Adobe Exchange. Don't hesitate to ask any question, and don't forget to subscribe to get notified when I go live. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.